Hello everyone and welcome to Learn with Saad. In this video, I will teach you about basic multiplication. The most important thing in multiplication is memorizing your timetables. So please make sure you memorize all your timetable from 1 to 10. After that, I'll tell you some important facts you need to keep in your mind all the time while doing multiplications. Okay, let's do some examples together. Make sure you write down all the questions with me as well on your notebook. First, I'm going to explain you about multiplication facts to 10. So let's look at the first example. 0 times 1, what should be the answer? So please remember, whenever you are timing 0 with anything, the answer would be always 0. Again, if you're timing 0 with any number, your answer will always be that's 0. Yeah, so in the first example, 0 times 1 equals to 0. Now for the fact number 2, for the next question, we have 10 times 7. So whenever you are timing 10 with any number, what the best way to do is add 1 0 to the other number. So what's the other number in this one? The other number is 7. 10 times 7. 7 is the other number. So what we need to do, add 1 0 to the other number. So that's our other number. So we're timing it with 10. What we're going to do, we're going to add that 0 here. So 10 times 7 would be 70. So what you need to again keep in mind that you're going to add 1 0 to the other number. So 10 times 7 is 70. Okay, now let's look at the third example. 5 times 9. So in multiplication, 5 times 9 in the table of 5 times 9 is 45. The answer would be 5 times 9 is 45. Same with the next one, 8. 4 times 8. 4 times 8 is 32. So we can write 32 as an answer. So like I said, you got to memorize your timetables. So if you know them, you'll find the multiplication a lot easier, only if the timetables are on top of your head. So let's do the next question. Just like when you time 0 with any number, you get the 0 as an answer. So similarly, when you are going to times anything or any number with 0, this third rule says any number or anything times 0 will always give you 0 as an answer. So have a look in this example. Now we're doing 1 times 0. 0 times 1 or 1 times 0, in both scenarios you will get 0 as an answer. So please remember that whenever you are timing any number with 0 or anything with the 0, you will get 0 as an answer. Or 0 times any number or anything will also give you 0 as an answer. When we are timings with 10, what we do is we just add 0 to the another number. So the other number in this case is 70. So again it will become 7, and then we're going to add 0 to the other number, 70 in that case. Last one here now. In the last one, 7 times 1. So multiplying anything by 1 doesn't change a number. So 7 times 1, so anything you times it with 1, you will get the same number as an answer. 60 times 1 would be 60. Reason? Because anything you times it by 1, that wouldn't change, give you the same number, which is 7 in this case. So that's all the multiplication facts up to 10 for the basic one. Please make sure you take note of all the information on your notebook with different colors and memorize them, or commit all the information to your memory, please. Now here we have few more examples. I'm going to do every other one, and you guys going to do the remaining ones by yourself, please. Again, it's timetable. 7 times 8, 7 times 9, 4 times 6, 6 times 7. I've mixed it up, all timetables. So I'm going to do few questions for you. Now I would like you to do the remaining questions yourself, please. 7 times 9 is 63. 3 times, I'll do this one for you. 9 times 4 is 36. 8 times 5 is 40. So sometimes they will write these questions in this form. You can also write the same thing, like 7 times 8 or 7 times 9. We can also write it like that. It's the same thing. Writing it in a horizontal or vertical way was the same thing. So you're going to do the question in a similar way. 7 times 9 going to be 63. So the answer is same. These ones, 2 times 6 is 12, and 6 times 6 is 36. So please do all the remaining questions yourself. Make sure you do not use the calculator. Then after that, I've got few more questions for you, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20 questions. So please use all the multiplication rules which I've told you, and then when you do all these 20 questions, write down your score here and see if you got all of them correct, then it means you got 3 star, or anything less than 80%, then you got 2 star. So if you make a mistake, the answers would be given at the end of this video. But please make sure you try to do these questions yourself, and then you can match your answers with my answer, which are given at the end of this video. Now the next one, and the most important one, is multiplying by tens, hundreds and 1000. When you are multiplying by 10, hundreds or 1000, please remember what you need to do this one. If you follow this rule, you'll find it a lot easy. First thing, you multiply the non-zero parts of the number. So if you're timing 7 with 10, so what we're going to do, we're going to multiply 7 with non-zero part, which is 1 in this case. 7 times 1 is 7. And then after that, what we would do, we will add this 0 next to 7, which makes it 70. First, multiply. So we're timing 7 with 10. So first multiply 7 with the non-zero part. What's the non-zero part in this 10? One digit is 0, the other one is non-zero, which is 1. So we will times 7 with 1, and we write 7 here. and then after that we just add 0 next to it. It's the same pattern for the next one as well. So see, I'm gonna do the same thing. You're gonna times 7 with 100. If you're timing it with by 10, 100 or 1000, it's the same method. You times 7 with 1. 7 times 1 is 7, and then what you do, add back zeros. That's the thing, all the zeros, we got 2 0, we just write 2 0 next to it. Yep, so 7 times 100 equal to 700 would be your answer. Now we're timing it with 1000. Again the same thing, you times it with the first non-zero part, like 7 times 1 is 7, and then how many zeros we have? 3. So we're gonna write 3 zeros next to it. 1, 2, the second one, and the third one there. So 7000. I'm gonna do the next one with you. So we have 24 times 10s. So the best way to do 24 times 10s, times 24 with 1, which is 24. How many zeros? 1 0. So this 0 we add it there, makes it 240. Next one, same, 26 times 1, which is 26, because 26 times 1 is 26. So we will write 26 here. Then how many zeros you see here? 1, 2, 3 zeros. So just add the zeros next to it. 1, 2, 3. So that would be your answer. When your timing is 26 with 100, 26 times 1 is 26. How many zeros? 2 zeros. Yeah? So we'll add 2 zeros next to it. Now we have 10 times 10. 1 times 1 is 1. How many zeros we have? 1 on the left side and 1 on this side. 2. So we write 2 0 next to it. Last one is basically 10 times 100. So 1 times 1 is 1. Then this 0, 1, 2, 3. So we got 3 zeros. So we'll write 1, 2, 3 zeros there. So this is pretty important one. So please remember that the way I've done it. If you pick this method up, you will never struggle when you are timing it by 10, 100 and 1000. So one last time. So what we're gonna do is basically times 7 with 1 first. 7 times 1 is 7, and then we write the number of zeros. Now let me do this one now. 26 times 100, 26 times 1 is 26, and then 2 zeros. But if you're timing it 1 with 1, 1 times 1 is 1, so when you're timing 2 zeros, 2 zeros here. That's how we do it. Please pause the video, go back and start doing these questions again yourself before you move on to the next topic. Now you got a scenario where you are multiplying by numbers ending in zeros, not with tens. You're ending in zeros, like 20, 30 is ending in zeros, 50 ending in 0, 10 ending in 0, 40, then again two numbers both ending in 0, 20 and 10. So whenever you are multiplying by numbers that are ending in 0, again the same method please. What you got to do is basically same method. We're gonna use it. It's first we multiply the non-zero parts of the number. So in here, first we're gonna times 2 with 6. 2 times 6 is 12. And then zeros. Just add the 0 here. 120, easy peasy. Within few seconds you can do it. Next one, 4 times 30. What we're gonna do again, we multiply the non-zero part, the non-zero. 4 times 3, the non-zero is 12, and then we just add the 0 next to it, makes it 120. Third one, we have 50 times 2. So what we're going to do, we're going to times 5 with 2. 5 times 2 is 10. And then there's 1 0 next to it. We're going to add 0 next to it. So when they say by non-zero numbers are which are not zeros, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 20. Yeah. So next one is 10 times 9, 1 times 9. Like they said, multiply first with 1 with 9. 1 times 9 is 9. And then we add just 0 next to it. 40 times 4 would be 4 times 4 is 16. And then we just add 0 at the end of it. Next one, 20 times 20. We're going to times non-zero numbers, which are non-zero numbered, like I just told you, or the numbers which are not zeros. 2 times 2, 4. And then we're just going to add the zeros next to it. 400. 5 times 10. 5 times 1 is 5. And then we just add 0 next to it. 20 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. And then we just add 0 next to it. So you've seen I've done every single question for you. So please just follow this rule where you got to times numbers with number, non-zero numbers. 2 times 6 is 8. And then we're just going to add 0. So in this one, what I have done, I've timed 4 with 3. Non-zero numbers is 12. And then I just add 0 at the end. 50 times 2. So 5 non-zero. I'm going to just, in other words, basically not going to times 0 with anything. I'm just going to add 0 at the end. I'm going to times 5 with 2, which gives me 10, and then add 0. 1 with 9, 9, and then I'm going to add 0 with it. 4 times 4 is 16, then I'm just going to add 0. So all I'm doing is I'm timing the other number, 4 and 3, 5 and 2, and I'm just adding zeros at the end. It makes it a lot easier for you to do it. 20 times 2, 2 times 2 is 4, and I'm just adding 0 at the end of it. So please make sure you do all these questions now by yourself. Write it down on your notebook and start doing the questions, and then when you have done if you get stuck with any question, look back how I have done it, and then everything should be easy peasy, lemon squeezy for you guys. The next one we have here is multiplying a 1-digit number by a 2-digit number. So now what we need to do in this one is basically we need to times this number with the ones first. 2 times 1 is 2. Then I'm going to time 2 with the other tens, which is tens in this case as well, the other number. So we start from right hand side, we times 2 with 1 first, which is 2 times 1 is 2. You write it here. Then after that, we're going to times 2 with 3. The other number is 2 times 3 is 6. That's how you do it. The first thing we're going to do is basically now with the next question, 3. We're going to times 3 with 5 first. We're going to start from the right side. 3 times 5 is 15. So if any number is bigger than it is 15. So what we're going to do, we're going to do just the right number. The last number here. And 1 we're going to write it on the top. Now I'm going to times 3 with 5. and whatever answer I get, I'm gonna add 1 to it. So 3 times 5 is 15, and then we're gonna add this, the carried number into it. So 1 plus 15 is 16. If you have no other number to time it after that, then you can write the full value here, the full number, we can write it here. We're gonna do the next one. Again, we always start from the right side with the first number first. 7 times 1 is 7, and after that I'm gonna times 7 with 4. So first with this first number on top of it, 7 times 1 is 7, and then next is 7 times 4 is 28. The reason I'm writing 28 here, all of we don't need to carry anything because there is no number after 4. So 7 times 1 is 7, and 7 times 4 is 28, 287. Next one, 27 times 7. So first we're going to times 7 with 7. 7 times 7 is 49. So in this case, as the number is bigger than 10, if the number is bigger than 10, bigger than 9, basically, if your number is bigger than 9, what you do, 49 is bigger than 9, so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna just keep the right number, this 9 here, and we're gonna carry this 4 on the top here. Then after that we would times 7 with 2. 7 times 2 is 14. We'll add it with the number we carried. So 4 plus 14 equals to 18. Now we don't have any more number to times 7 with, then now we can write all of it, 18, we can write it here, 189. So 189 would be our answer. So if you see again the same thing, all the steps, first thing we would do is we will times 7 with 7. 7 times 7 gives us 49 number, and then after that we're going to check if the number is bigger than 9. If the number is bigger than 9, which it is in this case, because 7 times 7 is 49, then what we're going to do, we're going to write just 9 here and 4 this 9 here, yeah, and then after that 4. What about the 4? We're going to carry 4 here, and then now we're going to times 7 with 2. 7 times 2, whatever number we get, we're gonna add it, yeah, we are adding it to the number we carried, which is 18. So as we don't have to times 7 with any other number or any more number, we can write 18 here as an answer. I'm just gonna do one more question, and then I would expect you guys to do all the remaining questions by yourselves. So please pay full attention while I'm doing the last question from this kind of multiplication. I'm going to start with this one here. 98 times 2. So first the steps, we're going to times 2 with 8. When we times 2 with 8, we get 16 as an answer. Is 16 bigger than 9? Yes, 16 is bigger than 9. So then what we got to do, we got to now keep just this right number, the last number 6 here, and then we're going to carry 1 onto the top. After that, we would times 2 with 9. 2 times 9, whatever number we get by timings 2 with 9, which is 18, we're gonna add it to the number we carried on. 1 plus 18 is equals to 19. So 19 would be our answer. So 98 times 2 would be 196. I hope I've explained it to you guys in full detail. You should be able to do all the remaining questions by yourself, please. Please make sure you do all the remaining questions, and then we just move on to the next page now. Do it yourself section, please. In exactly the same way I did the previous question, you're gonna do the same questions as well. So what you got to do is basically you got to, let's say if I got to do 77 times 7, we will times 7 with 7 first. We see the answer we get for this one is 49, bigger than 9, so we keep only the right digit number here, and we carry the other one. So please do all these questions by yourself. And now I take you on to the next one. Now here we are multiplying a 1-digit number by a 3 or 4-digit number. So the same method, it's not going to be any different method, the same method. I'm going to do 2 questions for you guys, one for a 3-digit one and the one for the 4-digit one. So here we are timings 1-digit number, 1 digit with 3 digits. Again, the rules are same. We start with this side, right side. 7 times 4 is 28. It's bigger than 9. This is bigger than 9, so we only gonna keep the right digit number here, and we would carry 2 on the top here. Now I'm gonna times again 7 with 3. 7 times 3 is 21. Again, bigger than 9, the same rule. We're gonna keep this number, the right number, down here, and we will carry this 2 over there. Now I'm gonna times 7 with the last number. 7 times 2 is 14. We will add 14 to the carried number, and 2 plus 14 is 16. So that would be our answer. Same method, but just we got to do one more extra step. So similarly, with a 4-digit number, when you're timing it with a 4-digit number, we're gonna apply the same rule. So first, I'm gonna times 3 with 1. We always start with the right side is 3. As the number is less than 9, we don't need to do anything. We can just simply move on to the next one. Then 3 times 2 is 6. Again, number is less than 9. We don't need to do anything. Now 3 times 4 is 12. So as 12 is bigger than 9, so we're only gonna keep this right number 2 here. What do we do with 1? The other number, we carry it to the next number, the number which is next to 4, which is 9 in this case. Then what we do now, we need to times 3 with 9. Now 3 times 9 is 27. We add 27 to the carried number. 27 plus 1 is 28. For the last one, we write the full answer. We don't need to carry or do anything anymore. Okay, I hope I've explained this one in full detail as well. Please try to do all these questions by yourself. And then on the next page, you got few more questions to do. Write down all these questions, do it yourself, and then at the end check your scores. What do you get? And then you can comment in this video and tell me what score did you score in both the tests. This is the second one. Okay, so far we have been doing it timings one digit with 2 or 3 digits number. So this is the last one for this video, in which what we're gonna do is multiply 2-digit number by a 2-digit number. So what we do in this one, there are a few steps to it. First step, multiply the first number 1, just like the way we did in our previous questions. So step 1, multiply the ones and then multiply with the tens. So step first, we times 1 with 2 is 2, and then we're gonna times 1 with 1 as well. 1 with 1 is 1. Anything times with 1 gives us the same number, which I told you in multiplication facts in the start. Now, before you start timing the second number, what you need to do is you need to put at 0 here. Please always remember, in step 3, you go to add 0 here. And then after that, you start timing it. Now, 2 times 2 is 4. Now we're going to times 2 with 1. 2 times 1 is 2. Last step. After that, what we go to do, which is step 3. In step 3, what we do, we add both these two numbers. What we're going to do, we're going to add these two numbers. Yeah? 2 add 0, 2, 1 plus 4, 5, and then 2 as it is. 252 is our answer. So let me tell you the steps one last time. What we do is basically we times this number, the right number first. We start with the right number. We times 1 with 2, which is 2. Then we times 1 with 1, just like we did in our previous questions. After that, we write 0 underneath the number 2. Then the turn for this next number to get times with both these numbers. So we times 2 with 2 first, which gives us 4, and then 2 times 1 is 2. That's our multiplication thing we have done. We have times 1 with 12, and then when we have times 2 with 12 as well. And then after that, we will add it up. 2 add 0 is 2, 1 plus 4 is 5, and then 2. Okay, let me do one more example for you, please. So let's start. First, remember, anything we times with 0 gives us 0 as an answer. So 0 times, we're going to times 0 with 5, which gives us 0. Then we're going to times 0 with 4, which is also 0. So anything we times it with 0 gives us 0. Then after that, what we got to do, remember this 0 part here? So this 0, we're going to add 1 0 before we start timing the next number, this number with 5 and 4. Please remember, we need to add this 0 before you start timing the next number with the other two ones. So 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 4 is 4. Third step. So soon after that, what we're going to do, you can add a plus sign. We usually write the sign on the left side, but as you can see, I have no space. So 0 plus 0 is 0. 5 plus 0 is 5. And 4, we bring it down as it is. So that's our answer. It's very well done. So here I've got so many questions here for you to do it yourself. Please remember, the way to do it is basically you got to times this first number 1 with 2 first, then 1 with 1, which gives you 12. Then we're gonna put 0 here first. Always remember, you got to write 0 underneath the first digit, which is on the right side. Then you're gonna times 2 with 2, 2 with 1, which gives you 24, gives you 252. Then you add it up, that gives you the answer. When you times 12 with 21, you get 252 as your answer. Same for the next question, same method, same pattern. You're gonna time, first we start with right side, times 0 with 5, gives you 0. Then we times 0 with 4, gives you 0. After that, we add 0 here. Before you start timing this second number, you need to add 0. Please always remember that. And 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 4 is 4. Gives you 450 as an answer. On the next page, we have got the questions. Please try to do it yourself and let me know how well you do on these ones by commenting on this video. Hope you guys enjoyed my lesson, and please make sure you take note of all the questions, write them down. You don't need to do the full video in one day. Do 5 minutes one day, first time, 10 minutes second time. But whenever you do second time, make sure you start from the start, not from after 5 minutes. So do as much practice as you can. Do it yourself questions. Please do it. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.